Hello, welcome to Living Life with Jerry and Mel. I'm down here at the cabin and got a little lull in some action, I guess you'd say, and that action being this rain that we've had. I'm going to go over to Tyler's area, in front of what we call the buddy stand. I've got an extra bag of wheat, and instead of it just sitting in the cabin, I'm going to go over there and overseed the field right in front of his stand. Well, I've had luck doing that before, so I guess we're fixing to find out. So I'll go put that out there and then get back here to the cabin and stay warm. All right, hang with me. All right, I went down to that tree line kind of right in there, did a couple of swipes, and then went a little heavier on down in this area, down towards his feeder. Right here is his stand. So overseeded with 50 pounds of wheat. So, you know, we'll have to see how it does. Maybe in a couple of weeks, might start seeing some of the good soft stuff come up. And, you know, right now there's so much food in the fields and still in the woods. I mean, so many acorns this year, and all down through there and around through here. The trees that are left that the hurricane didn't knock down, they're all pretty much white oaks and red oaks, and it is covered. I mean, there's some hills down here, and when you walk down the hill, if you're not careful, you've seen the old videos, the Three Stooges, where they throw the marbles out there and they're just falling everywhere, can't even stand up. That's almost how it is. It's crazy this year. So in an earlier video, I talked about my dad saying if you can find some white oak acorns, hunt that area, because that's where the deer are. What he actually meant was, if it is a year when there's not a lot of acorns and you can find that one tree that's putting them out, that's where the deer's going to be. This year, every single tree on this property is putting out acorns, so it's hard to do that this year. So anyway, all right, it's cold, it's windy, it's still damp. It was mist and rain while I was doing that, just a very light mist. Just makes it feel so cold. I'm gonna head to the cabin and get back in where I've got a fire started that will keep me warm. I hope. All right. All right, I'm gonna drive across my Quikrete that was in bags that is actually underwater. Probably a failed experiment, but yeah, let's see how it does. Well, it actually felt pretty solid, actually. It felt better than if there was nothing there. So I'm not going to call it a failure yet. All right, now I'm going to park the truck down here and get to the field and man, try to get me a buck tonight, you know. Wish me luck. Good morning. Well, it's finally seems like it's slacking up a little bit on the rain this morning. It's been flooding again down here, so I didn't go and hunt. And it's cold. It's in the 40s. It's windy, and I've got some coffee. I've got the fire started back in, so I think I'll probably just try to wait it out again. Last night, just as deer started coming into the field, I had a coyote come in, and the one deer that was left was standing there just staring at the coyote, and the coyote kind of just laid down, and she ran back into the woods. It was too dark to get any video, but I saw the coyote actually jump and catch a little rabbit. I tried to, well, I didn't try. I didn't shoot because it was about 250 yards, and I didn't want to waste a bullet. So it got dark, and he was still down there eating on his kill when I left. Anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing here in the next little bit, but it's probably not hunting. We'll see what happens. So hang with me. It's been tough, but that's part of it. All right. Sometimes the best thing you can do, or really, yeah, the best thing you can do on a day like this is just hang by the fire, have you some good warm coffee, and just wait it out, you know. This fireplace here really puts out good heat. Even with all this rain, I'm staying dry inside the cabin. So you know, that may be about all you can do. Better days are ahead. I hope. No, they are. They are. We got my field planted over there, and we had a little bit of rain. And then we went 3 or 4 weeks without any rain. It's been dry until now, you know. So I did overseed that area and Tyler's area, and it's been raining, so it should have got beat down in the ground good. So that not having any rain put my plant over there behind schedule. But also, all of the acorns in the woods, it's kind of stymied any deer coming out into my planted field anyway. We've got feeders on the property. The deer are ignoring those because they'd rather have these white oak acorns that are everywhere. So anyway, it's one of those things where you have a plan going into the season that you're going to do things one way, and then you have to adjust. Even though I do have a stand in the woods underneath a bunch of white oaks, there's so many of them, the deer are spread, they're not concentrated. So, but the bucks are starting to rut. You can see sign. You know, I've had these little small bucks wanting to fight and different things. So it's going to get better. Maybe that's going to be this afternoon, but we'll see. So, but for now, I'm just going to hang out in the cabin, stay warm, stay dry, and see if I can figure out another way to get me some bucks. All right. Well, I couldn't put it off any longer. It's either go or just turn this into a camping trip. So I'm gonna go get in a stand right now and see what happens. I mean, they're calling for a lot of rain over the next 2 hours, 3 hours. It gets dark at 7, and that's when the rain's supposed to slack up. So anyway, wish me luck. It is pouring down. I scared off probably the first pack probably had about 7 gobblers in it, and then right at the stand here was another 10 or 12 hens. So turkeys are moving, so why not the deer? All right, let's get it on. Look at that fog rolling in up there, top of those trees. We needed the rain. We were in a drought, but yeah, this is rough sledding. Well, rain seems to be slacking off just a little bit. There's a lot of fog moving in, but I've seen nothing. Doesn't seem to be as cold as it was either, but maybe that's because the winds quit blowing. Well, you gotta be patient. That's what I am. Good Lord. My glasses are... I am soaked to the bone. All right, let's get to the cabin. Turn up that fireplace and burn some more firewood and dry off. Well, there's not much on me that's not soaked right now. So I'm gonna get out of these clothes and kick this fire up a notch, and then I'll set my stuff out here to dry. But this evening really wasn't too much fun. It's still fun getting out, you know, and I'm laughing about it now, but I don't know. Well, I think tomorrow's gonna be a better day. Okay. Hey, I found something on me that is actually still dry. My long johns. But just within just a few minutes, we're heating back up. Oh yeah, it feels so good. Well, all right, it was a nice morning finally. It was really, really cold. I think right now it just read 41, 42 degrees. This morning when I left the cabin, it was 37. I saw a bunch of deer this morning. You know, they were moving. I saw one little buck, but that was kind of it. So I'm not going to lie to you. It's been a rough last 3 or 4 days trying to hunt in this weather. But it was nice in the cabin. I stayed good and warm inside there. I had plenty of firewood, you know. So anyway, I think I'm going to head back to the house now and leave the cabin, let everything kind of calm down here a little bit, and come back in a few days and do some more hunting. I think I'll keep a little better eye on the weather this time. It's rough hunting in this wind and rain. It really is. But anyway, well, I appreciate you hanging in there with us and watching this. Hopefully, I'll get me one here soon. They're down here. I just got to get mine. So anyway, thanks a lot. Subscribe to our channel if you want to, if you like what we're doing. And, we'll see you next time on Living Life with Jerry and Mel. Now let's go get some coffee. Take care.